Hi guys, I'm back, and that last painting went pretty well. I was real excited about it. It's very, very pretty, and it actually I think maybe popped up with a few more. The little I won't call them cells. The cloudy, the pearl cells sort of got bigger. So it actually looks really pretty. I'll try to show it to you at the end of this video. It's still wet, so I don't want to pick it up and move it because I'll probably drop it in something. So what we're going to do today is we're going to see how well the GenCrafts pouring acrylic set works with adding in a little bit of silicone. So I don't want to put silicone in all the colors. These are, thinner paints than I usually create myself. So I don't want to put silicone in a lot of them. So what I did was I put some silicone in just the titanium white. And this is actually the titanium white that comes with the metallic set. So I've got the metallic titanium white with silicone in it, just a couple drops. And then the rest of these are from the classic colors, the 24 acrylic pouring set colors. See if I can get this open here. The corner was stuck. So you can see we've got all these pretty colors in there. I'm not going to pull them all out, but you've got this gorgeous, it's periwinkle. It's this lovely lavender color. It's lighter pinks, a couple of blues, some browns, black. You got, this is gray. And then you've got two whites in here and two blacks in here, which is nice because, with these sets you always run out of the white and black first. So the white, you always run out. So they have two whites in there. So the colors we're going to go with today, we're just going to do sort of a rainbowy pour, I think. Olympic blue, verdigris, green, pink, Indian yellow, violet, peach, Arctic blue, and viridian. And then, like I said, the titanium white is the metallic titanium white. So going to give those just a quick shake, mix in the silicone in there, and of course the silicone I use is just 100%. It's treadmill belt lubricant, 100% silicone from Lifespan. So I'm going to give these a good shake because they are pouring colors, so they have some form of a pouring medium in them. So you want to give them a good shake. Oops, I forgot to take the top off of that one. There we go. And this canvas is a 8x8, which is pretty much what I always use. And I want to say, somebody asked me in one of my previous videos, why do people use small canvases? I use the small canvases because when I'm experimenting with new products, first of all, I don't want to use a great big canvas if the product doesn't work out that great. And secondly, people starting out with this, I think you guys have a better chance of success if you use a smaller canvas to begin with. So there are all of our colors. There's our pouring cup. So I'm going to start with let's start with some white. And I'm just going to alternate the colors. Pour it down the side there so that it don't mix too terribly much. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. And after I pour a few colors in there, I'm going to go ahead and pour some more white in there. Try not to drop my paints. And I've got a mixture here of light colors and dark colors. Some more white in there. Some more peachy color. Really probably don't need this much paint in here, but it's nice to have a little extra paint so that you can either pour it around the sides Okay, so that's all our colors. We'll set that there and just kind of push our paints out of the way. Let's do one more little layer of white. Whoops. Poured that a little fast. I don't like to pour my colors too fast because I don't like for them to mix too much, but that's okay. See, they haven't mixed too much. And let's just pour it out. Look at all the cells coming up. It looks like my cup dripped a little bit right there. Pop the air bubbles. Okay, now I'm going to let that sit for a second. And I'm just going to let my cells grow. Ooh, look at the cells in the cup. Can you guys see those? They're pretty. Let's move that over there. Look at the pretty cells all over the place. And this is just from putting silicone in my white, my metallic white. Oh, I don't want to even move it. It's so pretty. Wow. I don't want to move it. They're too pretty. We're just going to sort of torch this edge right here. Okay. So let's get a corner catcher because I don't want to lose any more than I have to with this. Look at those. I mean, just the colors in here are so pretty. So let's take our cup and scrape it out real quick for the corners. There's not much left in this cup. I pretty much used all of it. I just want to make sure we get the corners wet. As always. And I'd really like to put a little more paint along the edges here. So what I'm going to do is I'll take some of this and use it around the outside here to kind of wet everything down. Because the canvas is a lot happier, your paint is a lot happier to move when it has wet paint already on it. And you can actually save more of your pretty stuff. Okay, so let's see. We want to save, probably this corner is probably the best corner. That one is actually pretty good too. Oh, I don't want to mess up the corner. I mean the edges there. Okay, so there we go. Drop that down. And then we're going to go, I usually go off this side, but I like to keep all that. So I think we're going to go to this corner next. Even though normally I wouldn't do that. But I'd like to be able to keep all that yellow. As much of the yellow. Well, no, we just poured all that yellow off. Oh well, you can't save it all. Okay, so let's go. I really like those purple ones, so we're gonna go off this corner next. I like to keep as much of that as possible for some balance there. Okay, there we go. Okay, we were able to keep a little bit of that purple. Oh, but these cells right here are so pretty. I don't want to lose those either. But we need to pour off some of this paint because there's a lot of paint on there. Alright, so that's all the paint I'm going to pour off. Even though normally I would definitely would pour off more of that paint. I kind of want to pour off on this side. I'm trying to sort of decide because there's a lot of paint left on here. But it's so pretty. I think I'm going to leave it. That is super pretty. Look at that. Okay. I'm not going to torch it because I had discovered that with the silicone in the white, it will bring up tons of other little cells, little teeny tiny cells, and I really don't want a bunch of teeny tiny cells in here. So what you can do is just kind of blow on it, and that will pop the bubbles that come up. But we're going to leave that alone. I'm not going to touch it anymore. It's gorgeous. Okay, so you can see all these beautiful cells. And you can see, look at the glittery right there on the edge from the white metallic. That actually makes it look pretty cool. All the lines around, look at that. Like you've got a cell, oops, sorry guys, right there. And it's got how many colors in it? It's got the white, the glittery white, it's got light blue and dark blue and yellow and green and something else around that, and then something else around that. So look at all the different stripies. And that just comes from all the multiple layers of paint in your cup. Look at the pretty colors. You've got a little bit of peachy color right there, and that's, I kind of lost some of that peach. I didn't put a whole lot in there though, so oops, going out of focus, sorry. Wow, this really turned out very pretty. So we're just going to kind of go back a little bit. Okay, well, that certainly did turn out pretty. Obviously you can see that you can use these paints with the silicone, and it works really well, really easy to get cells. I'm sure you could use a heat gun to bring up those cells as opposed to a torch if you didn't want to use a torch, because it really took very, very little heat to bring up those cells to begin with. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for supporting GenCrafts. I will leave links below to the metallics and the regular set, and then the neon set as well, in case you guys would like to purchase any of this pouring paint. But like I said, you know, these are pouring paints, so you don't need to add any kind of extra additives. You don't need any kind of pouring medium or floetrol or any extra water, anything like that. You just pour it straight out of the container. And the only thing I added to this was the silicone. So yeah, as you can see, this painting and the last painting, pretty successful. So I would you know, definitely say order some of these paints if you want to get started in the paint pouring and you don't really feel like doing all that mixing. So wherever you're on the planet, I hope you're happy and healthy and staying safe, wearing your mask in public, getting yourself vaccinated. There are so many stupid things out there about these vaccinations causing all these weird problems. Some really weird things that people are saying. I'm not going to repeat any of it because, you know, then I'm giving those people props. But you know, if it sounds stupid or it sounds like an ignorant assumption, it probably is. So guys, use your brains. The only way we're going to really fight this is to all get vaccinated. And even if you are vaccinated, please wear your mask in public. So there's my soapbox for today. I love you all. See you later. Bye.